Alright, second half of Fragments of Truth. Let's do this. Pieces. Piece it together, a vital clue emerges. Later, with a temporary access code issued by the Acropolis's top brass, we unlocked the door to the lab deep within the contaminated section and stepped inside. This must be the place where the Acropolis keeps its curios.
是的，这里的地图，福提亚老师已经载入到自动破案机里了。分析员，接下来我们要往这边走。分析员哥哥，这边走。
The sudden mechanical voice made both Vidya and me pause in awkward silence.
奇怪，我记得我和福提亚学姐设计程序的时候，好像没有加入这么奇怪的设定才对。本机擅长学习。
Are you sentient? Adapting?
福提亚老师好像确实给他开了最高的学习权限，但是不是什么东西都要你学啦。请将具体不需要学习的东西写入本机的程序。哎，福提亚老师现在没空做这种事情。收到，飞行员哥哥，请往这边走。
Come on. You designed it. As silly as it was, the back and forth managed to lift our spirits. Goody. We'd fought hard to get here. Finally, the last stretch went surprisingly smoothly. It only took us a few minutes to locate the designated storage site for item YX-111, the Observer's Blade. Once again, we used the temporary access code to unlock the curio containment case. Inside, just as in the photos, the blade was wrapped in a piece of cloth. That gray fabric looked familiar somehow. I couldn't quite place it, but I was sure I'd seen a cloth just like it before. The thought lingered at the back of my mind as I reached toward the blade. Given its exposure to a tree-borne contamination, I was the only one who could safely handle it. Grasping the hilt through the cloth, I gently lifted the blade. Then, peeling back the upper fold of fabric to reveal the blade beneath, a chorus of gasps broke out beside me.
为什么会没有？
It's invisible?
分析员，伊吉尔好像看不到底下的刀。
Invisible spray.
刚才布包裹的形状，底下应该是有东西的才对。
So this is the curio's anomalous property. Oh, I could feel it. The hilt was solid in my grip. But as I reached out with my other hand to touch the blade itself, there was nothing there. Just empty air. That's when Freesia, staring at the fabric-wrapped hilt in my hand, suddenly froze, and then her eyes lit up.
难怪它需要被放在量子科技研究室研究。
Well then.
分析员，福提亚老师可能明白了。
Wait, no, that's the same scalpel, isn't it? The same scalpel from the life sciences?
这个叫做观测之刃的东西，应该是有一旦被观测，就会在物质世界坍缩的特性。
Ah, no, it's not. I'm just monkey brain right now.
简单来说，它只要被我们观测到，就会消失。
What was that SCP called? One of the most famous ones where you look away, it goes. No, that's not the same thing. Never mind. God damn it. It disappears the moment it's observed, so that's why it has to be kept wrapped. I folded the cloth carefully back over the blade, and there it was again. Solid, unmistakable, right beneath my fingertips.
分析员，我好像明白了。
What is it, Vidya? What is it?
如果被害人在进一步检查后还是被认定没有另外的死因，那么他的真正死因说不定。
Exactly. Fucking Mr. Know-it-all. The secret behind this blade is why we ran into so much resistance getting here. Now that we confirmed the blade's true nature, a lot of pieces began falling into place. But that didn't mean the case was closed. Identifying the method and culprit was only half the battle. Proving it, unearthing motive, exposing what lay beneath the surface, that was a different challenge entirely. Suddenly, from the corner of the lab, the detective bot let out a shrill alarm. Instinctively, I secured the observer's blade inside the containment case. Everyone closed in protectively around Lizzie, staying alert. But after a few tense seconds, nothing. I turned and saw the detective bot wiggling pitifully on the floor like a stranded beetle, unable to get back up no matter how hard it tried. What's up with you, man? What? I walked over and helped it up. You alright?
系统自检完成，是一点事都没有的，没有一点事。谢谢分析员哥哥。
If you really wanted to thank me, maybe tone down that syrupy tone a notch. But I kept that comment to myself. Looking around, I noticed the floor was a mess. Scattered tools, stacked crates, stray wires. No wonder the robot had tripped. As I straightened up, I caught Vidya staring at me, cheeks cupped, eyes wide, completely entranced. I'm done with you. I'm fucking done with you. Vidya? What's wrong?
没什么。如果我摔倒了，分析员也能这么扶我起来吗？
That's the thing. If you tripped, he would have caught you in his arms. Of course I would.
我知道了。
God, Vidya, chill, man. Come on. Her cheeks flushed an even deeper shade of red.
奔向心爱之人的少女，完全没有注意到脚边非常懂得读气氛的障碍物。
Beautiful, beautiful. What?
然后哎呀一声，在心爱之人面前激烈的被绊倒，并且甩出了所有秘密都在心爱之人面前一览无余的奇迹般姿势，尽情展示自己所有的魅力。
I couldn't even begin to imagine what kind of pose she had in mind.
看到这样的景象，心爱之人会是什么样的反应呢？光是想想，都觉得心跳扑通扑通开始加速了。
But Vidya, you're not exactly the clumsy type to trip that easily, are you? My god, where did this come from? She instantly deflated, crouching down like a popped balloon.
如果可以的话，真想合理的在分析员面前这样摔倒一次。
I couldn't see what wild movie was playing out in her head, but I had a feeling it defied both logic and gravity.
要不下次拍的电影就加上女主角总是在男主面前摔倒的设定吧。
I mean, it could fit as a scene. Just a scene. Maybe a short scene. She looked so delighted by the idea that I decided to play along. Even if I still had no idea what kind of scene she was imagining. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. No need to wait for our next movie. If you're really set on the idea, feel free to improvise when the mood strikes.
真的可以吗？
Vidya practically sprang to her feet, but a moment later she froze with a soft gasp.
等等，这下面
Oh. Her demeanor shifted in a flash. She crouched low, tapped her knuckles against the floor, and a faint, hollow thump echoed back.
分析员，在这下面好像还有房间。
I froze for a moment and thought, then helped Vidya clean up the scattered items on the floor. And sure enough, beneath the mess was a sealed mechanical hatch.
这个地下室，我下载的地图里完全没有这个地下通道的信息。
这个门好像没有锁上。
How convenient! Either somebody just got there and forgot to lock it, or they're just careless. She reached out and gave the handle a cautious tug. It opened easily, revealing a dark passageway leading down below.
不会是什么陷阱之类的地方吧？
If it's unlocked, yeah.
分析员，我可以下去看看。
I'm going with you. Risha, Yachel, Lizzie, I'll leave things here in your hands.
福提亚老师会看好上面的，一点不会让任何人来打扰。
Thanks, you guys.
我会保护好自己，不给他们添乱。
Hey, good on you. Good on you.
我也会保护好自己。
That's nice to know.
虽然本机有很多探查功能，但是本机讨厌进入这样的地下通道。哎，对了，分析员，让自动破案机和你们一起吧。
You know, what a great idea.
滴滴滴！警告！警告！红文警告！它有调查功能，可以帮忙探路，可以让自动破案机走在前面，预防危险。过分，太过分了！这是蔑视机器权。
Robot rights. This is outrageous. It's unfair.
嘿嘿，不好意思呀，这样的法律暂时还没有出台。如果你出事了，福提亚老师保证能把你修好。
Hey, you ought to treat robots with some respect if they're this advanced already. You don't want another Matrix happening. You don't want to black your skies out. In the end, we ignored the detective bot's protests and let it take point as we descended into the underground tunnel. The deeper we went, the heavier and wetter the air became. Eventually, the tunnel opened into another lab.
这个实验室好像被封闭了很长一段时间。
Or maybe just been in for a while. I dragged the finger across one of the nearby benches. It came away caked in grime. A quick scan revealed the room had been stripped down. Most of the equipment was missing.
分析员，这里的东西基本被搬空了，留下来的东西好像没什么价值。
Vidya and I scoured the space. We managed to unearth a few scattered files, mostly raw experimental data, cryptic on their own, and missing key context. Some of the papers were even moldy after years of neglect. The damp air here clearly made it an unsuitable environment for preserving documents.
没有发现与案件相关线索。发现没有，没有发现。本机需要回到安全的地方。
After its half-hearted sweep, the bot began spinning in slow circles around the stacks of papers, scattering sheets everywhere with each clunky rotation. Vidya was just about to stop its antics when she suddenly paused, eyes locking onto something. She darted over and picked up a torn file that had fluttered further afield.
这份文件刚才是在这里的吗？
Expecting more of the cryptic equations, I leaned in, but the moment I read the title, my breath caught in my throat. Project Deterrence Initiation Report. In 2062, redacted, following approval by the board, the Leviathan Charybdis, originally part of the Acropolis's project preservation, will be repurposed for Project Deterrence. Redacted. Today's not my day for reading. Will incorporate the new decompilation technology into the Leviathan, enabling it to consume the tree in Phlosia. If the trial succeeds, the unit will extract its energy and proceed to consume Redacted in other regions. Redacted. Decompilation requires a high-capacity computational system resistant to cyber intrusion. Upon full implementation of the technology, efforts must be made to secure the Sharon Sea system or build a viable alternative. The substitute system will be developed under the leadership of Redacted and the research team. To prevent any form of digital breach, the Leviathan will be stored within Redacted, maintaining in a state of complete physical network isolation. For final decisions, this program will Redacted. Redacted. The report was riddled with incomplete text, some of it manually scratched out or rendered illegible by damage. Still, what little remained was enough to send a cold ripple through my thoughts. Decompilation technology. That term looked familiar. No, not just familiar. I knew I'd seen it somewhere. Stacks of documents filled with dense, tangled formulas, all focused on a classified prototype. The equations seemed tied to something called decompilation. I'd seen that term before, back in the quantum sciences lab, in the detective bot's scan report. And then, another thread surfaced. The same project you mentioned earlier, the Philosian horse? Can you tell me more about it?
该怎么说呢？这个项目的要求比较奇怪，老师给我提供了一个很强大的运算系统。他希望我能给这个系统做一个不会被检测出来的后门。
Decompilation requires a high-capacity computational system resistant to cyber intrusion. Upon full implementation... Okay, it stays. Upon full implementation of the technology, efforts must be made to secure the Sharon system or build a viable alternative. I just read this. What am I doing? Suddenly, everything locked into place. The puzzle we've been trying to figure out finally snapped into focus. Good for you. Miss Tia had been killed because of this system. What? And Lizzie, she'd survived because of it.
分析员，
What? Huh? Vidya's soft voice pulled me out of my thoughts. Our eyes met and I could see it. The same realization flickering in hers. Obviously, she connected the dots too. Let's keep looking. May still be more waiting to be found. Vidya and I gave the lab one last sweep, but this time we didn't turn up anything useful. Not that I was surprised. I ran my fingers over the edge of the oddly dry document, then glanced toward the detective bot as it puttered around nearby. Giving Vidya a light tap on the shoulder, I murmured, "Let's head back up. We need to share what we found." What? What does that mean? What's this? What kind of system? What? The moment we climbed out of the tunnel, Yacho came bounding over and threw herself into my arms.
分析员，
Aw.
一切儿很认真的警戒过了，没有危险。
Yay!
分析员，你们终于回来了。下面是什么情况？我没听到枪声，你们应该没有遇到敌人吧？
Miss Tia died because of that system. What? Because of the Phalosia horse thing? Ah, fucking hell. I shook my head and handed her the redacted file. Looks like luck favored us. We found this. Might actually be an important lead.
这个是威慑计划启动报告。
How much of it do you think is legit, Frisha?
让福提亚老师仔细看看。反编译，吞噬术的技术。
What?
怎么可能会有这种东西？完全是异想天开嘛！
This is sci-fi, Frisha! What do you mean?
是啊，现在根本不可能有能够吞噬术的技术。
Not yet, anyway. So it can't really be sci-fi, can it?
分析员作为唯一能吞噬术的人，配合我们做过很多次实验。小桃老板也研究了那么久，我们都一直没法破解分析员吞噬术的原理。
'Cause he's the one.
卫城学院不可能开发出来的。
Risha, remember those research notes we found at the Titan Sciences lab? The formulas. They were related to decompilation. Can you make any sense of them now?
那些公式，让我想想。福提亚老师虽然只瞥了一眼，但还记得一些。
You know, I'm starting to get into these visual novel types, all because of this game. Might do another one.
对了，好像有些公式是在计算特殊能量的转移过程。至于其他的，从结构上来看，与其说是用来吞噬术的技术，不如说更像是要把泰坦物质转译成某种像是生物生命体信息一样的东西。
With biological power.
那种转译确实可以转化不少泰坦物质了，但是想要吞噬术是完全不可能的。
They're really trying, aren't they?
他们难道是想要模仿泰坦的特征，构筑某种生物武器之类的？
Her words struck a chord. A ripple of unease spread through my mind.
艾达输给过你一次，以他的性格，肯定会想从输的地方赢回来。那时候或许会是分析员的机会。
Bitch needs to go. Eda needs to go. Fucking hate that little shit.
亲爱的分析员，我开始期待了，期待我们在现实的相遇。
You know, Eda, maybe you should just fuck off. Will you actually die in lore? Or will you not?
分析员，分析员，你怎么啦？
I'm fine. A creeping suspicion had begun to take shape. I forced it back, drew a steady breath, and shifted my gaze to Lizzie, who had been frozen in place, staring at the file. Maybe she had already put the pieces together, figured out her advisor's secret. Lizzie?
啊，分析员，
You alright?
我还好啊。
She tried to sound composed, but the tremble in her voice gave her away. A crack in the calm, just shy of tears.
老师他就是因为这个系统才会被杀的吗？
How? How does I need a walkthrough of how. Whatever the hell the system has killed her. I think so.
老师过去和我说过，他很喜欢卫城学院，因为卫城学院是很纯粹的追求真理的地方。他想要好好守护卫城学院。那个时候，我还不明白他的意思。不过现在，那个系统，就是他为了卫城学院想要做出的努力吧。菲洛索亚木马，我好像有些明白，导师为什么用这样一个名字作为项目名了。
How did it? What? Damn it. I can't wrap my head around it.
那封邮件，那个系统，都不是他留给我的东西。他是想……
She trailed off suddenly and paused.
分析员哥哥，我可能知道，导师留给我的东西在什么地方了。
She lifted her hands, cupping them gently, as if holding a flower pot.
如果导师的计划是这样的话，那就让我……
No. I can't let you hand over the Philosian horse. It's too dangerous. And if I recall, you said you never managed to finish that back door.
但是导师说他已经……
I remember. I read it too. That's exactly why we need to be the ones to take it from here. Because letting someone else pull the strings? That's never been my style. Tomorrow, we give them, and it, the show they've been waiting for. After reassuring Lizzie, I took a breath, gathered my thoughts, now sharp and certain, and opened a comms channel. The line had barely rung once before someone picked up. Hey. Hey, I was wondering when you two would show up. Come on. Always on your minds. Tess, Kaya, you're near Philosia right now, correct?
应该不算是附近，而是在里面了。因为等分析员的命令等得太煎熬，我们先一步进到了卫城学院。
How efficient.
分析员，这里好像有些很有趣的东西在准备。
Everything's still working, right? Yes, it is. Always so worried about that.
不过奇怪的是，这里没有多少人。绿城学院这些家伙瞒着我们，不知道什么时候搞了一次大搬迁。
What?
对了，飞行员，你现在都没赶过来，碰上什么事了？是啊，是发生什么事了吗？我们本来还想和你偶遇，给你一个惊喜的。
Let's just say things got rather exciting on my end.
刺激。
Long story short, I need both of you. Now.
你早该这么说了，我的分析员。虽然这么说有些害羞，但是我已经等你这句话很久了，分析员。
You know, Tess, I really need you in my roster. You're the only operative I do not have.
那么，你想让我做什么？
Tomorrow 9 a.m. we'll be at the public trial in the Hall of Truth. Frontline Town. Let's meet up before then. After a quick safety reminders, I ended the call.
分析员，明天进行公审，也就是说，
Yeah. Tomorrow's the final showdown. After that, the whole truth will finally come to light.
明天，我明白了，分析员。
At 6 p.m., rather worn out, we finally left the contaminated section and arrived at the hotel arranged by the Acropolis. We'd been on the move all day, and the exhaustion showed on everyone's faces.
姐儿饿了，好饿好饿，要去吃肉。分析员，陪一姐儿一起嘛。
She whined so adorably, no one could have turned her down. I patted her head and looked at the others. We haven't had a proper meal all day. Let's all grab something together, yeah?
为了明天的决战，需要好好积攒体力才行。
I couldn't see her face, but her voice rang clear and determined.
福提亚老师也是这么想的。
But when I turned to Vidya, her response caught me off guard.
分析员，我还有些事情需要思考一下，你们先去吃吧。
What's wrong, Vidya? She'd seemed distant ever since we left the lab, and I couldn't help but worry. But before I could say anything, she was already rounding the corner. After dinner with Iachel, Frisha, and Lizzie, it was close to 7 p.m. I walked Iachel back to her room, then turned to say goodnight to Frisha, but paused. Frisha.
哦，分析员，怎么了？是舍不得福提亚老师吗？
yeah. I looked at her for a moment, deep in thought. Swing by my room later tonight, will you?
福提亚老师知道了，
What the?
我会把自己洗得香喷喷的。
It's not what you think. I mean, you know what? Why not? A little quick. I mean, stop. Said it. Her cheeks flushed as she spoke, and she gave a little skip, like an excited bunny, and darted off. I stood there for a while, blinking. She probably got the wrong idea, but then again, it didn't really need clearing up. After seeing Professor Frisha off, I went straight to Vidya's room without wasting a second. She'd been unusually quiet all evening, and I couldn't just let it slide.
时间实在是太短暂了，我可是要好好表现的。这可是少有的和分析员一起出任务的机会。就算不能在这一场成为女主角，至少也要给分析员留下深刻的印象才行。
But you are the leading lady.
不可以，就这样放弃。不可以！
I'd raised my hand to knock, but froze as I caught her voice through the door, pacing, rambling, her nerves practically vibrating through the wall. Just as I thought. Seemed like she was stressing out about the case. With the day's investigation complete, we collected every critical piece of evidence. What was left was just a matter of connecting the dots. She'd been lost in thought the entire trip back from the contaminated section.
威蒂亚，这或许是你今生仅有的机会。再试一次，你可以的。
You can do this! Alright, that's getting a bit dramatic. I shook my head with a weary smile. Then came a shriek from inside the room. I didn't think, I didn't knock. Instinct kicked in, and I slammed the door open. But the moment the door flew wide, the words caught in my throat. What I saw inside was an incredible sight to behold. I honestly had no idea how even begin to describe the psychological shock. You guys, devs, you guys.
西元，
That's insane though. The views are insane.
这是摔出幻觉了吗？
I can't make this the thumbnail, can I? Flat on her back, sprawled in a wholly unguarded pose that left little to the imagination, Vidya stared up at me in astonishment, eyes wide and misty, cheeks flaming red. So, this is the incredible fall you were talking about earlier?
不是妄想，真的被看到了。
What the? Stammering, she scrambled to her feet, cupping her burning hot cheeks, completely lost for her next move. But you're smiling now. Watching her flustered appearance, the truth dawned on me. Vidya, that fall just now, are you... She dropped her gaze, nervously poking at her chest with one finger.
是的，我在偷偷练习。
What? What do you mean practicing a little?
因为想要抓紧时间给分析员表演。
Oh my god, Vidya. Why are you so... Her voice was barely more than a whisper, but her eyes flicked to mine, searching for a reaction.
分析员觉得怎么样？
MC just closed the door and just get right at it. Okay. A very impressive performance. I honestly had no idea if that was the right thing to say. But it lit her up like a star. She beamed, cheeks still burning, hands pressed to her face.
分析员喜欢就好，不枉我努力摔了那么多次。
Surely now. Just maybe don't put yourself through quite so much next time, okay?
我知道了。别看我刚才这样那样，分析员，其实我一直都挺正经的。
Of course. She cleared her throat and straightened up, putting on an air of mock dignity. Seeing her still in the mood to exchange banter with me put my mind at ease. Well, as long as you're all right.
没什么事就好。啊？分析员难道是担心我？
What do you think?
原来如此，刚才的我居然让分析员担心了吗？
She frowned, looking genuinely conflicted. That's not really the point, Vidya. I let out a quiet sigh and gave her a weary smile. I hadn't been trying to make her feel guilty. Hey, don't overthink it. I just thought today's investigation might have, pushed you a little too hard. Honestly, I'd rather you just tell me what's on your mind. Ask for help when you need it instead of trying to carry it all by yourself. For some reason, she suddenly froze. What's wrong?
我好像有些不行了。
I should have turned on the fan.
分析员突然说出这样帅气的台词，会让我冒出很多奇怪的灵感的。
Vidya. Your chapters are always this. It's always so sensual.
不过，分析员不用担心。
Hey, everyone else, all the other operatives have their own charms of their, that little chemistry. What Vidya's, it's always right into it.
虽然案子确实让我有些困扰，但不是那种让人感到折磨的困扰。
Indeed.
只要一个晚上不睡觉，我应该就能轻松想明白的。
An all-nighter. That's it. That's it. Spill it. What's bothering you?
是。
She quickly sat me down and laid out everything she'd pieced together so far. Okay. She had already built a solid theory about who the culprit was and how the murder was carried out. All she lacked now was the final, decisive piece of evidence. Just earlier, the acropolis had confirmed the autopsy results. The victim had died from massive internal bleeding caused by organ trauma.
现在基本可以确认，真正的凶器是观测之刃。
So it was a blade. It was still a blade.
可为什么凶手能拿到观测之刃？还有，他到底是用了什么方法，可以在不留下痕迹的情况下，使用那件东西制造出密室，并且拿走解剖刀？
I'm still having trouble wrapping my head around this.
我试着用研究室的东西填充过拼图，但是一直没有找到破绽。总觉得我好像忽略了什么。
Of course, you always know, man. Fucking prodigy. Nah, you already know. You're too good at this. You're already close to the truth, Vidya. Really close. All it takes is spotting one slip-up, a single weak point, and from there you'll be able to unravel the rest.
破绽。
Dude, I am lost, man. Take another look at this, and think back to everything we uncovered in the Titan Sciences lab. You'll see it. And once you do, you'll realize she didn't just slip up once. Ooh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, there's the thumbnail. Yeah, I'm not using that. Fucking. There we go. That's nice. No, I like my thumbnails to be serious. Not too clickbaity, but serious, Cool, I guess?
分析员，我明白了。
There we go. I like that. I like that a lot.
他那么不想让我们接触到观测之刃，除了不想让我们了解这把刀的特性，还是因为这把刀就是可以确定他是凶手的证据。
Now that you figured it out, tomorrow at the trial.
我绝对会让他哑口无言。
Who's the culprit? I mean, fucking shit, man. Watching her now, back straight, eyes blazing with determination, I felt the last of the weight lift from my mind.
不过，好像还有个问题，凶手是怎么拿到的观测之刃？
That's another truth entirely.
另一个真相。
Yeah, and it's even more dangerous. I could see the questions in her eyes. Without certain details about Edda, she couldn't assemble the full picture. But yet, there are things I can't share right now. Is that alright? I wanted to tell her everything. I really did. But for the plan to hold, she had to stay genuinely unaware. At least for now. She didn't hesitate. A warm smile answered for me. One hand rested over her heart as if she were taking a vow.
我会无条件的信任分析员。同样，不管什么时候，不管需要我去做什么，
Making my heart
分析
melt.
员，你都可以相信我。
Ah, why they had to cue the music like this while she's saying these words? Her violet eyes shone with quiet, unwavering loyalty. We held each other's gaze until she looked away, cupping her flushing cheeks. Oh my.
这句台词我在心里酝酿了好久，终于有机会说出来了。
Oh man.
分析员听着，会不会很尴尬？
No. Not to me, at least. Cringy? No. Heart melting. And reassuring. Smiling, I reached out and gently cupping her cheek. Ah, her heartbeat suddenly fluttered under my fingertips, and mine kept pace.
分析员，那个……
Her breathy whisper brushed against my senses like a caress, making my breaths quicken. Then I drew my terminal.
分析员，
Her voice immediately shifted to confusion tinged with a hint of disappointment. Just need to send a quick message. I fired off a message to Frisha and set the terminal aside.
分析员，
Here we go. Sorry, Frisha. At 10 p.m., I welcomed Frisha into my room. Wow.
顶。 分析员，身上好像香香的。
You sound so bitter, Frisha. Probably because I just had a bath. With Vidya, and it wasn't exactly a quick one. Oh my god. I'm sorry guys, I need to Fuck, I'm speechless. Let's keep going.
原来如此。
She paused, a faint blushing rising to her cheeks. Then with sudden boldness, she lifted her chin.
分析员偷偷让富提亚老师晚上来房间的想法，富提亚老师很清楚的。嘿，富 福提亚老师很开心哦。
Huh?
分析员终于知道福提亚老师的好啦。
Well, huh? All's good ends well, huh?
忍不住想试试了吧？香香软软的福提亚老师抱着睡觉，到底有多舒服？啊，福提亚老师猜错了吗？
Bro's got stamina. Of course he does. I didn't hesitate. I pulled her straight into my arms. You nailed it.
真是的，下次要诚实一点。想抱福提亚老师睡觉，又不是什么丢脸的事情。
The way she Damn it, Frisia, fuck's sake. Bro's been busy. Bro's getting busy. You're right. I nodded in agreement. Just seeing her beam like that was enough to lift the weight that had been dragging at my chest all day. Like sunlight breaking through a storm cloud. But before we get to any of that, I need your help with something important, Professor Frisia. I took out a small data disk, the one Director Tao had passed to me by Caroline, just before I left Yggdrasil headquarters.
这个是小型纺锤系统驱动器。
You recognize that at a glance? Impressive. I locked eyes with her, my face solemn. This was my ace in the hole, the piece I've been holding back for the final play. Back during the Sharon Sea Base incident, I'd managed to secure a vial of confinement serum, a specialized virus designed to neutralize rogue programs. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, put that shit in Edo, damn it. But I wasn't sure it'd still be effective against its latest iteration. And considering it was already aware of the serum's existence, there was a good chance it had built-in countermeasures by now. That's why I needed something stronger. A weapon only Professor Frisia could help me build. No! Weefy! No! 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 I cannot believe it cut out. Please tell me. No. No. I am so sad. This is gonna be a lot of clicks. Alright, I'm back. I'm back to where I left off. That's why I needed something stronger, a weapon only Professor Frisia could help me build. What happens next? Great. Alright, up next. Showdown? It's not even... We're only a little bit more than half, but showdown? Everything's still working? Yeah. Already? Showdown. Final showdown. One truth remains? June 17th, 9 a.m. Hall of Truth. The public trial was about to begin.
那么，分析员，我先走啦。
Go get him!
我会给分析员带来精彩的魔术表演。
One last check. Excellent. What's with that? Be careful. Noticing the distant gaze looking our way, I waved goodbye to Lizzie with a smile.
我知道的，分析员哥哥。
偶尔这样称呼算了。分析员也挺不错的。
Not long after Lizzie left, attendees for the trial began filing in, and taking their seats. When the crowd finally hushed, the gavel echoed from the bench.
经过各位专员的辛苦调查，之前的案件有了新的进展。各位专员，请问可以开始今天的公审流程了吗？
I didn't answer immediately. Instead, I glanced at the three beside me. Risha seemed to be observing something intently. Catching my eye, she lifted a small fist and gave me a quick wave, her way of saying she was ready. Yasha looked like she was dying to grab the teacup on the table, but didn't quite dare. The moment she felt my gaze, she yanked her hand back, tucked it behind her, and flashed an innocent grin.
分析员，一展会乖乖的。
Vigia pushed up her glasses, scanned her notes one last time, then met my gaze, her eyes composed and sharp.
我准备好了，分析员。
Good. Let's do this. So the trial began, a reopened case headed toward its final reckoning.
现在由我再次展示案件经过，请大家浏览报告。
Oh god, don't tell me I gotta make some choices. At 7:13 a.m. on June 16th, Tia, head of the Quantum Sciences Lab, was found dead at her workstation, approximately 5 meters from the lab's main entrance. Cause of death: massive internal bleeding from severe organ trauma. Estimated time of death: 6:12 p.m. on June 15th. When the scene was discovered, the lab door was locked by its security system. Security staff were forced to breach it, revealing what appeared to be a classic locked room murder. Miss Lizzie was also found unconscious at the scene. However, her airtight alibi has since been verified, and she has been ruled out as a suspect.
以上是本次案件的相关说明。现在，请各位专员向本人提交调查后确定的嫌疑人信息。
Shit. I'm guessing it's her, right? Of them three? Ah.
经过几天调查，各位专员指认的最新嫌疑人是申一小姐。
我不知道你们为什么会觉得我是杀害提亚的人。昨天各位调查的时候，我应该非常配合吧？
I'm just parrot checking until I pick the right one.
我们会这样认定，自然是因为我们掌握了证据。
证据？好吧，既然你们都这么说了，那为了各位的脸面，我姑且就配合一下，
That's mine.
作为你们的审讯对象吧。
You just go at the stand and do it. We're in a courtroom.
那么，今天的公审现在就开始了。真一小姐，你对自己杀死被害人的指证是否有异议？
当然有异议。不管要我说几遍，我都是这句话：提雅的死和我无关。而且调查报告应该写得很清楚，现场是密室。如果真是我杀了提雅，请问我是怎么从密室中逃离出来的？此外，你们难道忘了吗？案发现场可是喷射过麻醉气体的，丽奇就是因此在现场昏迷。如果当时我在现场，不应该和丽奇一样昏迷，被一起发现吗？
the locked room setup were genuine, Maon would have a solid point. But I knew. She has supernatural powers! Yeah, she does not. Oh my god! Oh. The locked room wasn't created from inside the room. There's another exit in the quantum sciences lab. I don't remember. Clearly she can't do that. Another exit? How? I don't remember being another exit. Locked room wasn't created from inside the room. I turned to Vidya. If she wants to keep up the charade, fine. We'll humor her, for now. Let's strip away her lies, one by one, and see how long her bluff holds. No rush. After all, she's not the only one who needs a little more time.
我知道了，分析员。
Vidya adjusted her glasses, eyes locked onto Maon, who had put on a calm front.
如果现场真的是只能从内部封锁的密室，在里面杀了人确实出不来。但很可惜，这是可以从外部构造的假密室。
Game's rigged from the start.
可以从外部构造的假密室。
Checking again, okay. Right? Damn it! Triple check again. Quad check.
这种事情是怎么做到的？
Seriously, who does the Academia Acropolis even let serve as an arbiter these days?
这位专员，请不要用这种质疑的眼神盯着本人打量。
You must be a placeholder. Just a front, a face.
卫城学院崇尚科学，追崇学术交流，这会碰着。
So you're all scientists, not really law majors.
这间真理大厅向来都是用来学术辩论用的，用来进行犯罪公审。10几年来，或许说还是第一次。
Jeez. Okay.
我也是第一次干这活。
Oh, everyone's gonna start. Everyone's gonna start somewhere, right? Ah, that would explain how Lizzie ended up being carelessly labeled as a suspect in the first place.
既然你什么都不懂，接下来的问话就不要随便插嘴。
Oh, damn video.
对不起。
Wow. Damn.
能够证明密室从外部构造的证据，我们会通过网络上传给各位。
The evidence Vidya is referring to was uncovered during our investigation of the Quantum Sciences Lab. Fuck Sheikh. 3 emergency buttons. There are 3 buttons. Excuse me. There are 3 buttons, blue for lockdown, green for knockout gas, and red for both. When the victim was found, her finger was resting on the red button. Oh, it's both. The security door's locking mechanism. The lab security door, nearly 10 centimeters thick, is its primary safeguard. It can be sealed internally via the emergency buttons. Also, if the door is physically damaged, the system automatically triggers a full lockdown. This should be the key evidence proving the locked room was staged from the outside.
如各位所见，
Nice.
想要布置出如现场那般的密室，并不是只能通过研究室内部的安全按钮实现。只要凶手将被害人的手指先放在红色按钮上，再按下麻醉按钮，在麻醉气体完全释放前离开房间，就能制造出被害人从内部释放麻醉气体，并且锁死安全门的假象。离开房间后，
他只需要从外面破坏安全门来进行安全门锁死，就能完成密室的制造。如果是这个方法的话，本人其实是知道的，
但这是行不通的。
没错。请不要这样瞪我，这次我可不是在说无关的事情。多丽丝小姐在请安保人员帮忙破拆大门前，上传了当时的安全门照片。可当时照片上拍摄出的安全大门是完好无损的，而想要不通过安全按钮锁死大门的前提是，安全门遭到暴力破坏。在不损坏安全门外表的情况下，对安全门造成暴力破坏是能够做到的。什么？只要使用当时存在于泰坦研究室的一个特殊物品就行了。
Uploading the exhibit now. I had to choose the right piece of evidence. Come on, man. Phase bullet, replication box, metamorph curio containment case. Oh! What could damage the door? I've gotten lucky so far with the selections. Phase bullet. No. Phase bullet.
各位看完展示的资料，应该就能明白从外部锁死安全门的方法了。利用泰坦物质3项转化特性研制的穿梭子弹，可以变成信息钛，穿过30毫米厚度的防御假体。
I didn't. I thought it could penetrate through up to 30mm. It phases through it. That is some fucking. Oh my goodness, what an OPS.
而研究室安全门的厚度是10厘米。
Damn, phase through it, not penetrate it? Damn.
也就是说，使用穿梭子弹攻击大门，子弹直到进入大门内部30毫米之后，才会从信息钛转变为实体，对大门的内部结构造成伤害。这样就可以在不对安全门外表留下任何痕迹的情况下，触发安全门的锁定机制。另外，真音小姐，你还记得吧？你们研究室用来发射子弹的手枪还加装了消音器，只要使用那把枪，就算在走廊发射，在实验室里的其他人也根本听不到动静。
This is far in the future. I mean, these silencers in this universe must be really, really quiet. Shit. Under Vidya's piercing gaze, Mao didn't even flinch. Chew you, this fucking poker face. Instead, a faint smile tugged at the corner of her lips.
所以你就是凭借这个猜测，认定我是凶手吗？
Hey, I'm doing my best now.
我只能评价，这是很有趣的猜测。可惜，这并非事实，其中存在很大的矛盾。
Her voice rose gradually, but then I cut in. The glaring flaw you're banking on, I'm guessing, is this. What would the bullet count matter? Phase bullet can't do that kind of thing. It can. 10 centimeters is less than 30mm. I guess. I doubt anyone would agree with that. The bullet count. No way the bullet count.
既然你们知道这个最大的矛盾，
So
还
the
要
bullet
认定
count.
会有这种可能吗？
Bullet count? Why? Why the bullet count?
下，你们在说什么？
Shut up. You hear me talking while they're trying to do? Yeah, I mean, I ain't.
你们明明没有走神，我怎么一下子就听不懂你们在说什么了？
You know what? I'm with you. You know what? I'm with you on this.
死去的拓扑学科的记忆又在攻击我了吗？只要稍微走神，黑板上出现的就是秘密妈妈剧般的场景。
Stop it. You're just making it worse. Just shut up.
因为难以研制，穿梭子弹只要损耗几乎就无法补充。
The bullet count? Why the bullet count? Is it because...
可是直到今天，直到现在，这个数量依然是15枚。如果我真的使用穿梭子弹对安全门进行过破坏，那么势必会损耗1枚子弹。
Unless there was 16 originally.
这枚凭空多出的子弹是从何而来？各位难道能解释吗？
Yeah, how would she?
凭空出现的子弹来自什么地方？
What? How?
我们不应该
Oh
心知肚明吗？
The replication
菲恩
box.
小姐，
The replication box. Vidya pushed up her glasses, her face unreadable, but her gaze cut through my own like a blade. Oh? Seeing Vidya pressing her advantage, I opened the digital evidence folder with a smile. I'll now upload evidence identifying the source of that mysterious bullet. I will present replication box. Item YX-003, the replication box. Here's the dossier. Place an object inside, close the lid, wait 10 seconds, and the item will be duplicated. After each use, the box requires a 6-hour cooldown. Duplicates carry anomalous properties and typically disintegrate after 6 hours. Note, metamorph curios themselves cannot be copied, but certain derivative research items can.
原来如此，只要使用这件异变奇物，就能复制出额外的穿梭子弹。这样说来，
Every eye in the room snapped to moan. She let out a low derisive. Why do they always laugh? Derisive laugh. Always laughing.
真是滑稽呢。
What a farce. You're a farce. Oh my god, I almost said something bad. Oh. Chill out. Chill out. Oh, it's those cold eyes. I love it when it looks at me with cold eyes. Makes me go nuts.
我看上去很滑稽吗？
Oh my god, I'm as clueless as you are, but you were just shut up.
无关人员闭嘴。
Hey, I'm with you on that. Damn. Shit.
我知道了，可是，对不起，闭嘴就是了。
Good.
各位调查泰坦科技研究室的时候，我应该说得很清楚吧？我确实在实验中复制了子弹，但是复制子弹已经消耗干净了。你们也看过实验的视频，如果你们是觉得视频有问题，我还有人证可以帮我证明。
I don't doubt the footage. I believe the bullets you replicated that day were indeed all used up. But
问题的关键不在这里。
key is the replication test from the day of the murder. Bullets that were replicated on the day of the murder. What? Bullets that were replicated on the day of the murder. The replication test from the day. Oh shit! Come on. 50-50 here. Come on. Replication test from the day of the murder. Bullets that were replicated on the day of the murder.
案发第2天复制子弹的实验，你本来就没想过要隐瞒什么，当然不可能有什么问题。
I win。
可案发当天的复制实验呢
？Why kill her though? Why?
我听不懂你的意思。
你没有给我们展示案发当天复制子弹实验的录像。
不是每次实验都会被记录下来。
Oh. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Well then, you lose some credibility there.
而且，这和案发当天的实验有什么关系？
Come on. Come on, Cold Eyes.
真是荒谬。难道
你的下一句话应该是：你们没看过复制盒子的研究报告吗？被复制盒子复制的产物，在一般情况下只能保存6个小时，而你案发当天进行的复制子弹实验，开始在上午9点到10点之间。你是想说，这一次复制的子弹根本不可能保存到案发时间吧？
怎么？难道不是吗？
就像是报告上写的，一般情况下，复制的产物确实应该只能存在6个小时。可如果不是一般情况呢？
一般的情况。
Aon's face tensed up, like she just swallowed a bitter pill. Bitter pill. Vidya had clearly struck a nerve. I knew exactly how Moan had managed to pull off this special case. What? Microwaved it? In the fridge? Or put it in the metamorph curio containment case? What would
如
that
果
do?
它被保存在异变奇物保险箱内，能够存放多长时间？
Oh, that's right.
真音小姐，这个问题你能回答我吗？
That's
我
right.
相信你应该做过这样的保存实验。
Wow, how crafty, you fucking... How crafty.
就算我随手做过这种小实验，我也早就忘记了。我说没有子弹保留下来，就是没有保留。如果你们是认定了我用这种方法锁死了安全门，就请拿出确切的证据。另外，比起怀疑我，你们更应该怀疑的难道不是你吗？
Now you point fingers now. Now you point fingers now. Oh god, I just want to strangle you. Okay.
只有你能完成
Stop.
能够将现场布置成密室的杀人手法，应该已经摆在你们面前了吧？
See it? Julian, put it on.
在这个时候，突然指出新的嫌疑人，
Oh my god.
这还真是超乎本人意料的发展。这样的密室，倪小姐居然也能完成吗？
Are you telling me there's gonna be more than one person who participated in this?
当然，只要操控变异生命体，他就能轻松做到。
I don't think so. It's just you. Right? Right? You gotta be kidding me. Why do you look so dead inside? And even though you have some even though there's glint in your eyes, what the hell? Item YX-007. Command Megaphone. You're suggesting she use that to pull it off, aren't you?
没错，只要使用这个喇叭，就能操纵小型生命体从通风管道之类的空隙进到研究室里。在杀死提亚后，从外面操控小型生命体按下锁死大门的按钮，一样能够构造出这个密室。
Why are you talking about someone else now? Why are you putting the blame on them now? While you're on stage, this is botched. What a fucking.
案发当天，生命科技研究室出现实验事故，说不定也是因为这个原因吧。他为了节省喇叭的异常性，故意引发了事故。
Vidya adjusted her glasses, a faint, cool smile tugging at her rosy lips.
很有趣的猜测，这个评价我应该还给你才对。很可惜，这是行不通的。
为什么？
Why not?
行不通的理由，你不是自己写在了奇物的研究报告上了吗？
Vidya glanced at me once again. We'd already ruled out at this angle back at the life sciences lab.
分析员，如果使用那个喇叭，
Think it through, Vidya. The megaphone couldn't have done it because. Which were the three? What it was? Oh. Time, range, or attempts. Time, range. I'm gonna say attempts. There's always the chance Neon staged the accident to free up a few extra minutes of the megaphone's effective time for the crime, but it was the range. Fuck! I've uploaded the Command Megaphone's dossier for everyone to review. Take a good look. The answer's right there.
本人似乎还是不懂，这是为什么？
那么就由我来解释吧。因为距离，沟通喇叭的使用距离是2米。
Fuck's sake. Should have took the notes. What? Man.
而被害人尸体以及安全按钮的位置与大门的距离是5米。
How am I supposed to remember that, damn it? I should have took notes.
真音小姐，你还有什么想要狡辩的吗？
狡辩。说到底，你们还是没有证据，而且很多事情你们都解释不清楚吧？作为凶器的是生命科技研究室的解剖刀。如果我真是凶手，我要怎么拿到这把解剖刀？
I hope I get this right. This one I kinda
看
get.
到拿走就好了。案发当天下午，在生命科技研究室发生实验事故的那个时候，你在现场吧？
除了我，还有很多人在现场。那个时间段，研究室的监控应该也还在正常运作。只要你们仔细看看监控，就能知道我有没有可能拿走解剖刀。
Oh my god, you fucking.
我们看过监控，监控中因为人群遮蔽，我们看不到被开启的器械盒情况。不过在混乱结束、人群离开后，我们在监控里看到器械盒里的解剖刀确实都是齐全的。
等一下，我好像又有些不明白了。你们不是要证明真音小姐偷偷拿走了解剖刀吗？可如果是齐全的话，
If you would let them finish, Miss Arbiter.
看来各位专员的逻辑有些混乱。
Hey, hey, hey. If you don't.
不，正是因为器械盒里的解剖刀是齐全的， 才能证明，只有真音小姐你能在那种情况下拿走解剖刀。只要看过这件证物，你们就会明白。
Observer's blade. It's the scalpel kit still intact at 8 p.m. on June 15th. What? As Vidya spoke, I uploaded the exhibit.
这怎么可能？6月15日晚上8点的解剖刀器械盒还是齐全的。
I'm not following anymore.
可是，如果解剖刀是凶器的话，不应该在当天的6点12分就……
It was that cloth, wasn't it? No.
顺便一提，这个器械盒在第2天被检查的时候，就被发现有把解剖刀消失不见了，而且从头到尾，监控都没有拍到任何人的痕迹。
I know it's invisible. What?
此外，从案发当天监控正常到第2天案发现场被发现的时间段，量子科技研究室走廊的监控一样没有拍到有人进出过研究室。所以可以确定，那把解剖刀是在监控失效的15日晚上6点至7点间出现在现场。
Oh fucking shit, man.
对不起，
Oh,
我好像真不明白了，
same as you,
到
Miss.
底是为什么？
Same, Miss Arbiter. Same. Fuck's sake.
复制盒子复制产物的特性，各位应该还记得吧？
You have a duplication box.
复制的产物会在6个小时后消失。
How could I forget about the duplication box? Oh my god. Oh, it's like a riddle when the answer's right in front of you. I hate riddles. I hate them so much. Fuck.
我知道了，这位专员的意思是，真音小姐用复制盒子复制了一把解剖刀，在取走本体后，将复制的解剖刀放在了机械盒里。
不得不说，这位专员的猜测真是大胆到了极点。
My god. Come on.
用复制盒子复制解剖刀，这种异想天开的事情居然都能想出来。
Why you gotta be like this?
我想请问各位，如果我真是使用了复制盒子做到了这件事，那么现场的监控会拍不到吗？
There's also the box that can sustain the item for a while.
复制盒子的照片大家都看过，你们应该知道，随身携带着那么大一个盒子会有多显眼吧？
Maybe you did it during those bullet testings. I don't know. Fuck. Bet you didn't record.
我在案发当天也只进出过生命科技研究室1次。如果专员是想说我趁乱拿走解剖刀，复制完又放回去的话，就不用浪费时间了。
Chill. See. Chill.
对啊，就像是真音小姐说的那样，如果真是使用复制盒子进行复制的话，根本不可能在现场完成那样的操作。
Is everything still working? It is. I'm enjoying this. The murmur from the arbiter spread like a ripple, a wave of doubt beginning to rise among the spectators. And yet, as the noise grew louder, Vidya turned calmly toward me, composed, assured. It's time. Vidya, finish her. Finish her!
这样分尸员交给我的
Yes, baby.
那个破绽。
A faint smile played on her lips. She adjusted her glasses with practiced grace. But when her gaze returned to Malon, the chill behind it struck like a knife. Malon flinched instinctively.
关于真音小姐是如何做到这件事情的，其实只需要真音小姐回答我一个问题，真相就能水落石出。
什么问题？
编号 YX003。
She enunciated every syllable with icy precision, and then raised her hand, pointing directly at Malon.
这件异变奇物的名字，真的应该是复制盒子吗？
你这是什么意思？
有没有一种可能，编号 YX003的异变奇物，真正拥有复制异常特性的，其实是盒子里垫着的那块布？
Anything. I want to see your face. It's something other than that. For the first time, Malon's veneer of composure began to crack. Her eyes flashing, her breath catching. Let me see it! Let me see it. Damn it.
这种事情我不知道。
是吗？作为泰坦科技研究室负责人的你，给我的答案是不知道吗？
够了！
Come on. Express something.
你的一切猜测不过都是基于我是犯人的前提下。就算真像是你说的那样，用一块布能复制解剖刀，又代表了什么？这就能证明是我杀了提亚吗？复制的解剖刀就不能被其他人偷走用来行凶吗？说到底，你们还是没有证据，不是吗？能够切实证明是我杀了提亚的证据。
Vidya stood there, arms folded, her gaze cold and sharp as polished glass.
这样的证据，
Oh, yes, baby. Yeah.
那就拿出来啊！你们的证据是现场的地面留下了我的生物信息，还是凶器上留下了我的指纹？又或者，你们其实拍到了我行凶的画面？像是这样的铁证，你们能拿出来吗？
你的右手恢复了吗？
这个问题和你们的证据有关吗？
当然有关，因为你右手的伤势是凶器造成的。
Really? How? How? Malon's breath hitched, but the next second she yanked up her sleeve with a sharp motion.
我的右手只是单纯的扭伤，如果是凶器造成的伤害，不该留下刀伤的痕迹吗？
是啊，这位专员，如果有刀伤的话，真音小姐的手上怎么都会有些疤印留下才对。虽然卫城学院有特殊的疗愈手段，但怎么也得1周才能完全抹去痕迹。可现在距离案发还只有3天。如果是解剖刀造成的伤势，确实会在表面留下伤口，但是从头到尾，我好像都没有说过“解剖刀是本案的凶器”这句话吧？
It was the phase bullet, wasn't it?
这位专员，你这是什么意思？
我的话是什么意思？真音小姐应该很清楚才对。
Fuck's sake, man. I don't know what's... The real murder weapon was no other than... What? The Observer's Blade is the fucking scalpel, right?
编号 YX111，观测之刃。
Then why does it look like a scalpel? Oh.
这件异变奇物，你熟悉吗？
我不熟悉。
你当然不熟悉，你也不该熟悉。如果你熟悉这件物品，当初在案发现场，你就不会留下那么大的破绽。
破绽？
Everyone, take a look at this. I uploaded the compiled files on the Observer's Blade for all to see. After we secured the Observer's Blade, we conducted a series of tests, compiled a detailed report.
你们的研究报告根本不具备。
She cut herself off mid-sentence. Small. Because she saw the signature at the bottom of the page. Frisha Ignis. A name that carried legendary weight within the Academia Acropolis. Few had ever met her in person, so no one recognized her here now. But her signature on the document, that was authority no one dared question.
让我看看啊，观测之刃具备量子异常性，只要处于被观测的状态，被观测的部分就会从物质世界消失。
Oh, that's right, yeah. That's right, it only disappears when you look at it. Oh.
我好像明白，为什么你要说这把刀不会在表面留下刀伤了。此外，粘附在观测之刃上的物品也会被临时传染该异常性。这句话是什么意思？
意思是，如果这把刀上沾了血之类的东西，在你去看的时候，也会随着刀一起消失。
That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. Such a thing. Truly SCP.
真音小姐，你就是被这个特性摆了一道，不是吗？因为无法看见观测之刃上的血，所以用这把刀杀死被害人后，匆匆想要将观测之刃放回保险箱。
Aw, shit.
你按照观测之刃原本的模样，想要用箱子里的布将其覆盖，但是在用布覆盖的时候，观测之刃上的鲜血被布吸收，也因此失去了临时异常性，变得重新可以被看见。
You guys have it here, don't you?
这样显眼的破绽，你当然不可能留在现场。所以你在清洗、擦干观测之刃上的血迹后，换了一块布覆盖在了上面。而那块布，应该是从拥有复制特性的那块布上裁剪的吧？在那种紧急的情况下，你找不到更合适的替代。 恰好你用来复制解剖刀取出来的复制布没来得及放回去，这就是你留下的第一个破绽，也是这个破绽让我想明白了复制盒子的问题。只需要将包裹观测之刃的布
和复制盒子里的布拿去做对比，我想应该就能发现，两者裁剪的部分可以完美拼接在一起。
哇哦，哇
至
哦！
于第二个破绽，可以进一步证明是你杀死提亚的证据，
The blood,
就在观测之刃上。
the blood. 啊！
观测之刃上同时残留了你和提亚的血迹。你可以擦掉、清洗肉眼能看见的部分，却没法确保，也来不及完全抹除观测之刃上所有血迹的残留。
Unless you really deep cleaned it. Well, she couldn't do that. She didn't have time.
只要对观测之刃进行进一步的检测，
Mom suddenly let out a long breath, not of panic, but almost of relief. She cut Vidya off mid-sentence.
已经足够了。我承认，提亚是我杀的。
Just like that? Well, there it is. Case closed, right?
居然，
Oh, Doris.
你为什么要做这种事情？为什么要杀导师？
当然是为了卫城学院的未来。
Future of the Acropolis. The fuck?
卫城学院的未来。
是的，
这让人怎么相信这种离谱的理由？
我不需要你们任何人相信，这只是我自己要践行的路。
Explain yourself. I'd like to know why.
提亚本来有很多机会可以活下去，而且可以活得很好。可谁让那个蠢女人那么顽固不化，选了一条最差的路。
所以，这就是结果了吗？就像是专员所说的那样，你杀害被害人后，布置了那样的现场。
是的，如果不是因为意外太多，我本来可以布置更完美的现场。可结果我提前准备的不在场证明没用上不说，还被迫让我更换了第一嫁祸人。
意外太多。
现在说这些都没意义了。各位专员，恭喜你，你们确实找到真凶了，也让我哑口无言。
But
但是也多亏了你们，我们还是得到了想要的东西。
we? Who's we, bitch? Who is we? A thin, triumphant smile crept across her otherwise grim face. That was my cue. Vidya had played her part to perfection. Now, it was my turn. Alright, Edda, come on out, you dumb bitch. Come on. The substitute for the Sharon system. That's the real prize you're after, isn't it? Nani? Her smug smile snapped in half. For one heartbeat, panic flickered behind her eyes. What's with the soundtrack?
你为什么会？
If we're syncing the timelines, Lizzie should already have been intercepted by your people. Your plan was simple. Steal the system, wake the Leviathan, and wipe every loose end off the board. Correct?
你既然知道，那个时候还……哦，不对，这是陷阱，是你们准备的陷阱。
What's with the soundtrack? Exactly. Sharp of you. No prizes, though. We didn't drag this trial out just to hear your confession. Just like you, we were stalling for time. Time to draw your crew in the open and expose the secrets you've worked so hard to hide.
原来如此。不过，晚了，已经晚了。
Unfortunately, Miss Maon, they have plot armor. So you're destined to lose. Just like us in the real life. It is what it is.
你觉得你现在才开始行动，
Yes.
来得及阻止什么吗？
Yes. Watching Maon cling to her composure, I knew it was time to deliver the final push. I think I just might. Before I could press further, something tugged at my Kotham? Turning back, I found Frisha looking up at me with expectant eyes.
程序员，憋了这么久，福提亚老师可以说话了吗？
Oh, of course, Professor Frisha, of course. Be my guest.
伊切尔也想说。
All together now. And the floor is yours, girls. Okay.
终于可以说话了。福提亚老师不太擅长演戏，生怕自己刚才暴露了什么。不过现在就由福提亚老师来揭秘，这是苔丝姐姐的魔术表演。
Tess's magic show.
伊切尔，福提亚老师还没说呢。谁让福提亚一直不说？重要的话不该渲染一下气氛才说吗？总之，就是这样。
Frisha finished the last word and planted her hands on her hips. In that instant, the Frisha and the Achel seated at the notary's table shimmered and began to glitch.
这是
What?
全息投影，不可能，绝对不可能！这到底是什么时候？是怎么做到的？
科技的力量加上一点点魔术布景的技巧哦。
Her lilting voice floated in just as the gates of the Hall of Truth, now silently unsealed, admitted a burst of fresh air and electric energy.
分析员，一切都搞定了。
Oh, Tess, maybe I should get you at some point.
那些人想要的东西，我让他们拿到手了。他们完全没有发现呢。我替换了丽奇的身份。
Nice. She set the giraffe girl. Wait, she set the giraffe mask against the wall, meeting my eyes with a fond smile. Okay. Once I confirmed she was uninjured, I gave a small nod. You've got our lead here. I'm leaving things in the hall in your hands. Still smiling, Tess raised the signal jammer in her hand and gave it a casual twirl, then shut the gates behind her with a firm click, locking it tight before stepping into the hall.
不好意思，从现在开始，这里就由我暂时接管。在场的所有人都禁止和外面联系哦。
With a flick of her wrist, playing cards shot out like streaks of light, slamming into the floor, just inches from the feet of a few would-be escapees.
这次是警告，下次再有小动作，扑克牌可指不定会飞到哪儿去了。
As my operative just said, please remain where you are and cooperate. When this is over, the Acropolis will provide you with a proper explanation, and rest assured, no one will be harmed.
分析员，接下来就看你们的啦。
We'll bring back good news. The sound of waves gently rising and falling could be heard in the distance. I gave Tess a subtle nod in reply, then reached for the suitcase at my feet. Inside lay my exosuit, shipped ahead through quiet company channels, waiting for this exact moment.
分析员，
Her voice tightened. Through her glasses, she'd already sighted a lone figure fleeing down the far end of the street. She eased closer, pressing her body against my arm.
好像有什么东西，不想我们轻易追上去。
I raised an eyebrow. I felt it too. Something off in the air. It definitely doesn't want us to catch up. But unfortunately for them, Tess wasn't the only ace I had in the deck. Hey, Rakaya, where you at? My comm feed was still open in the Hall of Truth. Wasn't the only scene playing out across my screen. Look at that view. Look at that view.
我也会努力的，我一定要阻止他。还有那些家伙。
Do it! Do it! After swapping out outfits with Tess, Lizzie has slipped into the shadows, my covert partner for this parallel op. She'd been watching the trial unfold from afar through a live projection feed. Okay, it was Lizzie then. What's Katya doing then? In the adjacent pane was Katya. Oh, there you go. Ever my anchor, perched on the edge of a rooftop. Cross-legged and composed, she watched our target like a hawk poised to strike. Lovely.
我的分析员，
Oh my god. Chill.
可得快点跟上来了，
Oh my god.
不然或许就没有你们发挥的机会了。
Oh, alright, alright, alright. Shh. A beautiful sunset. Oh, nice. Damn. Dead end. There's still... How is that though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... There's still 6 more to go. How long have I been going? It's 58 minutes. It's about to be an hour. Alright, let's do this shit. There's no escape. Don't make me destroy you. Rest in peace, man.
又是这些机器人，
Nice.
米切尔不喜欢，他们跳的舞好丑。不对，他们都失控了。
这种时候突然失控，哼！上一次果然不是巧合。不过，现在可不是你们该登场的时候。龙套角色就老实退场吧。
Oh boy. Can I do this properly? Could I?
这些干扰因子就交给我来解决。正义引剑曙光，暗夜与此消散。
Come on. Come on. Done.
尝尝这个吧。你们的真正威胁是我。
Get fucked. Jeez. Not bad, not bad.
对付你们，用这个就够。
Untouchable.
想到今晚有什么奖励了？
Blow. So
这些干扰因子
it's relatively loud.
来解决。
They just blow up. Alright, just go and we go. Go. How does that big ass thing from that trailer play into this?
玻璃蝾，尝尝这个吧。
I know I'm supposed to be using her as a support, but why not? Why the fuck not, man? Just why not? Well, I am getting overwhelmed with numbers. Should be fine though. Why don't I just rush? Why don't I just rush into him? There you go. Yep. Oh, not close enough. Oh, come on! There you go. Oh, there we go. Missions are always quick. Always so quick. Splendid, splendid view. Neck and neck. So how much do I have? 18? Damn it. I can always spend another. Everything's still working right. God, I keep checking. Stop checking. Damn, man. Oh. Come on. A little closer. Yeah, fuck it. There you go. This is world space. It's just so clean. Yeah, I gotta admit, Academia Acropolis, clean as fuck. Could this be a possible third map for the Star Master? Is that what it's called? That open world thing? I really should do it, because I have not been to the snowy region in detail. Whoa! Damn it, I ran out of fucking stam. What happened? Oh, God. Come on. There we go. Could this be a third map for Star Master? It honestly could be with all the boats and whatnot. And the docks. Place is cool though, it's so nice. It's really fucking nice. Nice job, team. Nice job. How far can this reach? Pretty damn far. Oh man, if you're... Whoa, wait, what was that? You can hold her E? What am I, stupid? Oh my god, what am I doing? I've been using you so wrong. What am I doing? Oh, I gotta be... Oh my god. That's what I get. That's just what I get. For being me. I just gotta do it at an angle. There's a... Come on, I can do this. Come on, I know I can do it. Oh, fucking A. Oh. There we go. Oh, it's not possible, that's why. At that angle. Unless if I go farther? No. Come on, I want to try to at least... Oh, there we go, there we go. You gotta be kidding me. Nice. The Leviathan.
情况，福提亚老师也早有预料。
Of
福提亚
course.
的新战术套装可以充当信号中继器使用。接下来，福提亚老师和伊切尔会和你们会合。只要分析员和薇迪亚去到试念机的位置，福提亚老师就可以让终端重新连接上。
我会和分析员赶去海上大桥，这边就交给你们了。
Nice. Oh, there's a limit.
你们的真正威胁，
Okay, at least pick that target.
尝尝这个。
Oh, smart of you to just turn around. Come on, step closer. Get fucked. What? What? Huh? Ain't no way. What?
破绽太多了。
So weird.
对付你们，
Oh.
用这个就够。
I need to get used to how far and how close this can be. Come on, if you would just step a little closer. You're still alive? Crazy. That's crazy. You really gotta be exact. Come on. Come on. Come on.
尝这个。
You're still alive. Fine.
玻璃容易
Jeez.
线索必会呈现。
I had no idea that you could throw these. Albeit very...
分析员，我做到了，对吧？
nice. Complicated. Complicated? No, it's just... a bit awkward.
最好的侦探不会有任何遗漏。
A little too long now. Match. Oh, I see, I see. Most of these are going to be combat based. So I need to spend another piece. Easy. It's just you. So be it.
任何蛛丝马迹
You got
都
this
别想
video.
逃
分析员，疏散警告已经发送出去了，通行海上大桥的车辆正在进行撤离。哼，不过这些麻烦的机器人还真是源源不断。
证明一箭曙光，暗夜于此消散。尝尝这个吧。 玻璃冗余细心，线索必会呈现。
Come on. Oh, it's so tough. What if I just do that? Aim at it, and then... Yeah, yeah. At a certain distance. It's so... I need some more playtesting. Or, no, not playtesting, practice.
绝对丝滑。
Yeah, man.
尝尝这个吧。
Too far. Fuck. Hold still for me, then. It's crazy.
对付你们，用这个就够了。
Sweet. Oh, you didn't die from that? Oh, she's out of S energy. Fuck. Whoopsie. How does she gain it back? She
我已
can't.
经想到今晚要什么奖励了。
Can't use it too much.
海上大桥总算是到了，接下来这段路，我们需要更有效率的交通工具。
尝尝这个吧。
It's only these flying ones. Oh, look at them. Look at there's a group of them. Oh. They are really pesky. Harsh. What's that? All because...
我还能坚持。
Damn it! Nice. Come on. Ain't no way, come on.
绝对丝滑。对付你，用这个
Can you please... Okay, there we
发
go.
展太多了。
Let me just run. There you go. What? Oh, they need to fix that. Unless it's designed... Oh, okay. Designed like that. What kind of assery is this?
玻璃融
There we
为
go.
信息
Fuck you.
线索必会呈现。
There we go.
现场勘查完成，谜底马上揭晓。
Well, we caught the bitch. Twist! Big twist! The real truth comes to light. Oh, Edda, is this where you come in? Alright, let me make sure. For the 15th time checking everything's working. Yes, everything is working.
分析员，我们已经到达研究室，和凯西亚还有利奇汇合了。这里的操纵终端，我和利奇已经接手。不过在终端通讯恢复之前，我们没法进一步操纵。接下来需要分析员和维迪亚赶到试验机所在的位置，然后借用维迪亚的装甲作为信号中继器，我才能发出指令完全瘫痪机器。高能反应发生的大体位置我已经上传给您了，但是更精确的地点还需要更进一步的解密。这个我也上传给自动破案机了，很快会有结果。
Got it. I see the feed. At the edge of the sea bridge, Vidya and I had managed to commandeer a vehicle as we sped across. Frasia's map data came through. The enemy severed the terminal's comms right after uploading the substitute system, trying to stop us from interfering. Our only move now was to reach the Leviathan directly, restore the connection, and give Frisia control again. A surge signal pointed to somewhere under the bridge between the frontline town and the Acropolis, just a few miles ahead. I pressed a finger to my brow, running through it all again. On the surface, it looked like they'd gotten ahead of us, but that too was part of their plan. The plan. They thought they had successfully launched the Leviathan with a substitute system, but in truth... Vidya, how much longer until we get there? Slow down.
再给我10分钟。
Vidya weaved through traffic with impossible precision. Impossible. Alarms screamed across the bridge as evacuation protocols kicked in. But we were driving against the flow of traffic, straight into the heart of danger. We were already on the bridge, but the Leviathan was still a good distance ahead, and the road between us, and it was chaos. 10 minutes. We should be able to make it. Ideally, the Leviathan could be shut down by protocol, but if things went south, Vidya and I were the failsafe. Which is gonna happen. I'd left Katya and Yacha behind to safeguard Frisia and Lizzie, in case someone made a desperate play. Easy. My eyes flickered to the rear view mirror. The detective bot sat quietly in the back seat, running through the encrypted coordinates Frisia had uploaded, still crunching numbers. But my focus wasn't on the data, it was on the bot itself. Oh? With the noose tightening and time running out, I could feel it. The final reckoning was here. I broke the silence. It's like we're in the clear. You can talk now. So, care to tell me what Ada had in store for us? As soon as I spoke, Vidya's hands tightened on the wheel. She kept her grip steady, but her eyes flicked to the rear view mirror, warily eyeing the detective bot in the back. Ain't no way, man. Silence stretched. Half a minute. Maybe more. There's no fucking way. Are you serious?
本机听不懂你的问题。
Shut your stupid ass up, you little bitch. Oh, I think you do. After all, you've been pulling the strings from the start. Haven't you? You little bitch. You were here the whole time? Fuck you. Fine. Deny it all you like. I got more than enough to go on. If things had gone as planned, I'd have left no cracks behind. But complications rose. My alibi fell apart, and I had to improvise. Find a scapegoat on the spot. During the hearing, Malin made this interesting statement. You remember, don't you? She may have been the killer, but she never realized the complications that ruined her airtight plan were part of a larger design. And I knew exactly how those complications came about. Malin's video, recorded on June 13th. The video Malin recorded on June 13th was timestamped between 6:30 and 7:30 p.m. Her original plan was simple: carry out the murder between 6:30 and 7 during the surveillance blackout, then use the pre-recorded footage as her alibi. But then a complication happened, forcing her to abandon that plan entirely. Piece together a few key facts, and the cause of that complication becomes obvious. I gotta do this again? What? Access conditions of the Metamorph Curio containment case. Malin learned about the blade's properties only after it caused her trouble. Proof that she didn't know much about it. God damn it! Only the supervisors could access the case at will, others are limited to specific time windows. God damn it, her injury. Her right hand was wounded by the Observer's blade. Just before 6:12 p.m. on June 15th, Tia met with Malin. She had retrieved the Observer's blade from the curio case and used it to launch a surprise attack. And during that attack, Tia was killed by the Observer's blade at 6:12 p.m. Malin had no prepared alibi for that time slot, but the murder had already occurred. All she could do then was pivot to plan B, frame Neon. She began staging the scene, but then another complication threw everything off course. Which was, oh my god, Lizzie! Wow. According to the victim's schedule, she was meant to meet Lizzie at 7 p.m. Malin thought she had enough time to stage the perfect crime scene before then. But the Zoophorus withered. It warned Lizzie that something was wrong, so she arrived early. And just like that, an unexpected variable walked in and upended Malin's entire plan. She had the chance to silence Lizzie right then and there, but she hesitated. There was one reason she couldn't kill her, which was the substitute system? What? With the victim dead, Lizzie was the only one left who could lead them to the Sharon substitute system. If she died too, everything Malin had done would be for nothing. I fucking lost, man. So she changed tact. Instead of killing Lizzie, she knocked her unconscious and staged the scene to frame her. As long as Lizzie was branded the prime suspect and taken into custody, they'd have time and leverage to, to pry the information from her. But that plan, too, fell apart the moment I stepped in. So tell me, did I get anything wrong? This fucking guy, MC. I paused, then turned squarely toward the detective bot's screen. Miss Tia. What? That's not Etta. What? Wait, she's alive? Physically or subconsciously? Or consciously? What is going on? What? A sharp crackle of static filled the air. Then it faded. In its place came a gentle voice.
你是什么时候发现的？
You gotta be kidding me. Come on. I guessed you'd fake your... Well, you didn't really fake your... No, you didn't fake your death. She really killed your ass. How are you still alive, damn it? Yesterday afternoon, in the contaminated section, you overplayed your hand. When you just so happened to trip and led us straight to that hidden lab. And inside, we just so happened to find the exact file we needed. A document detailing the Academia Acropolis' Project Deterrence, built around the Leviathan. Without that file, connecting the final dots would have been far more difficult.
只是这样吗？
No, it was the file itself that gave you away. That underground lab was soaked with moisture, walls damp, air humid. But the file was dry and crisp.
原来如此，是这一步出现了错漏。
What the hell, man?
这个机器人没有相应的传感器，以至于我完全没注意到这件事。
What? Once I realized there was a guiding hand behind it all, looking back, the rest just neatly fell into place. Mr. Know-It-All. Take the clue we found at Titan Sciences. Research material. Yeah. Stacks of documents filled with dense, tangled formulas, all focused on a classified prototype. The equations seemed tied to something called decompilation. At the time, those pages were nothing but numbers and equations. No annotations, no context. And yet, the detective bot flagged them as related to decompilation, a supposedly classified research. And then that same term just happens to resurface in the files you fed us later? Too convenient, isn't it? Because it was a breadcrumb, meant to steer me toward the truth, on your terms. And let's not forget the accidents. Too precise. Too timely. Each one circling the same point of gravity, the victim. It's not hard to wonder if she had something to do with all this. Which raised the real question. Was she ever truly dead? You gotta be fucking kidding me. She faked her death. I said this early on during the story. She faked her death. Or had she simply stepped into the dark? To watch, to guide, to manipulate? And thinking about that, one can quickly discover another mistake you made. Specialized device in the Quantum Sciences Lab, or the robot. Developed by the Quantum Sciences Lab, this unit was designed for brain-machine interface control, allowing the user to operate it through neural signals. When linked to a dedicated transmission device, the robot can be directed purely by thought. Startup log, June 15th, 5:50 p.m. Note, system was booted, but no recorded physical movement detected. A specialized device in the Quantum Lab, god damn it. It's directly linked to YXS-233, Neural Control Robot. Risha confirmed it. The robot could only function with a neural link through this device. The relay was active from 5:50 p.m. and remained so for a long time. Yet the robot never moved an inch. If you'd wanted to live, you could have used it to protect yourself. Either Maon had attacked you on purpose or in self-defense. You could have stopped her. But you didn't. Because your death was part of the plan. It made Lizzie the only remaining lead to the Sharon substitute system, and too valuable to eliminate. Only by dying could you vanish from the board, unseen, unsuspected. Free to pull strings from the shadows. So that neural transmitter was your escape pod. The exit hatch into planned oblivion. That was why you activated it.
我使用了意识上传这样的技术手段活了下来。你做出了这样大胆的猜测吗？
So your body died, but your consciousness lives. Well, shit. No wonder there is an autopsy report. This is in the future. This is sci-fi. It wasn't a leap. It was a deduction, drawn from something I've seen before. I understand your incredulity. Even staring straight at a neural relay terminal, most people wouldn't think it could actually preserve a person's mind. Because keeping a digital consciousness stable requires absurd levels of processing power. Sure, the transcendents of New Hint Hero lived on as data after their bodies and minds shut down, but only because Ganges was there to sustain them. The Academia Acropolis never had anything even remotely comparable. That's why no one doubted your so-called death. But for it keeping you alive in digital form was child's play. Oh my god, I wish Light was here to beat the shit out of this little shit. Ed. Fucking little shit, I'm tired of you. I'm fucking tired of you. He even went out of his way to send me a little greeting on taunt on my way to Philosia. Like I could ever forget it was watching. Tracking our movements, feeding you intel, sending rogue machines to intercept us the moment we got too close. I'm getting really sick and tired of seeing your goddamn face on my TV. Only Edda could have pulled those off. Which brings me to my next question. You were supposed to be working with Tao, weren't you? Why switch sides?
因为来不及了。那些人夺取卡戎系统失败后，我和他们之间的脆弱平衡就不存在了。而且在更早之前，那些人就察觉到了我想将真相透露给世界树的想法，威胁过我。
A message?
你在16区见过利奇，不是吗？
That one
那是
story.
他们对我的一次警告。如果我真正越过那条线，利奇会被派去比16区更加危险的地方。就是在那个时候，他找上了我。我们做了交易。 他答应我，帮我保护利奇，公布真相，然后摧毁噬灭机，不让任何人得到。
Great. What did Edda want from you in return?
他需要我的菲洛索亚木马计划。
Because the Leviathan posed a threat to the tree, and Edda wanted it gone? That was the only reason?
他的目的，我无法告诉你。
You're gonna find out anyway. That's so. The response already told me everything I needed to know.
现在，我已经做完了所有我能做的事情。虽然是以这样不光彩的方式，但这也是我力所能及的所有。
So you don't. Okay. That sucks.
为了保护卫城学院，守护真理诞生的噬灭机，不该被用于任何人的欲望之上。
Okay, Tia. Okay.
人质的光辉，应该用来让这个世界变得更加美好。
Okay. Good on ya. Save that speech for Lizzie, if you think she'll ever be ready to hear it.
丽奇那边，如果以后还有机会，我当然会和她解释。
As she spoke, her image suddenly began to flicker on the screen.
看来我没有多少时间了。世界树的分析员，你是我这样的罪人无法企及的希望。如果是你，应该能够做到。
All right.
让它变得更好。
Do I? I don't want to save it. I don't know what you're talking about. Fine. If story dictates it, then so be it. Her voice faded. The image stuttered one last time, then vanished, leaving only silence. I stared at the now dark screen and gave a faint shake of my head, and brought my focus back to the larger picture. The conversation with Tia had confirmed every deduction I'd made, and in her final words lay the truth I'd already begun to suspect. Another truth. Edda's plan! It was much more than just destroying the Leviathan, or seizing control of it. Just then, the screen of my terminal lit up with a sharp alert.
飞行员，你们已经抵达高能反应的位置了吗？
Not yet, but we're almost there. I glanced ahead. We battled through the worst of the traffic, like fighting upstream, until finally, the road opened up. Vidya floored the accelerator.
马上就到。可是，不对，为什么中继站的信号已经可以接上了？
Her words struck me like a jolt. If the connection had been established before we arrived, there was only one explanation. Whatever was buried under the sea, it had already powered on. Great.
福提亚学姐，好像有哪里不对劲。可能反应正在向分析员移动，已经快要抵达他们的正下方了。不对，明明试验机的启动还没有完全完成才对。
Freesia scanned the lines of code with incredible speed. Then, she caught something.
他居然，分析员，试验机的核心部分被剥离了出来，独自完成了启动。
You want a rematch, bitch? Fine.
他现在正在继续攻击。分析员，你们快！
Her voice cracked, panic bleeding through. But before I could say anything, she cut herself off, then drew a deep, steady breath.
福提亚老师才不会因为这种程度就自乱阵脚。对我们来说，意外就是任务的一部分。毕竟，你来检视分析员攻击到来的时间，我们开始重复瘫痪程序。
I let out a quiet laugh. The words of reassurance I had almost said, fading on my tongue. That's my Freesia. Always rising, tracing her own arc of light into something brighter, something greater. And let's do this, my little sunshine. It's like we planned, yeah? Her gaze held steady, locked onto the screen. Without hesitation, she pulled out a data drive and slammed it into the port.
内容素材木马开始投放。
Let's go!
福提亚老师能帮你的就到这儿了，可不要让分析员失望。
Watching the data stream race across the screen, she murmured softly. At the same time, Lizzie's voice rang out over the radio.
核能反应已经达到峰值，分析员哥哥，他的攻击要来了。
Bring it on, you little shit. Bring it on. Got it. I calmly tucked the terminal back into my coat and turned to Vidya. At some point, she'd hit the brakes, and now she was tuning her gear with practiced precision. Ready, my leading lady? Her violet eyes rose to meet mine. No fear. No hesitation. Chin high, posture firm. It was all poise and strength. Grace held in tension like a white swan moments before flight.
不管什么时候，你都可以相信我，顾熙然。
That's my Vidya. In the blink of an eye, a massive explosion erupted from below. A blast like a storm tearing upward from the depths. The bridge shattered beneath us. In that same instant, the car, with Vidya and me still inside, was hurled into the air. A jolt of weightlessness surged through me as we shot skyward. Mid-flight, I kicked the door open, caught the frame, and dove out into the open air, arms wide. Far below, an entire span of the bridge, ablaze and torn apart, was plummeting toward the ocean, nearly 100 meters down.
分析员，
Her voice cut through the roar, just as a strand of violet thread coiled around my wrist, linking me to her amid our free fall. The tether snapped taut, reeling us together in mid-air. That's when I tried something I'd never done before. I gathered my focus, diving inward, calling up every ounce of power lying dormant within me. Titch chain condensed, and from my back, gray wings unfurled like smoke-woven sails. Ain't no way. It was my first time shaping this form. Raw and untested, the wings buckled under the rushing wind until a thread of violet spun it, winding through the gray like silk, stitching strength into the frame. Ain't no way you grew wings, bro. What are you, angel of death? It all happened in seconds. Bound by wings of gray and violet, we strode the air, skimming across the open sky toward the sea. You got a painting of that? My gaze locked on a fractured segment of the bridge, still standing above the waves. These wings weren't made for true flight, only just enough to carry us to that raised platform. Is it? We plunged straight into the battlefield our enemy meticulously built, beneath the sea. But the danger wasn't over. All around us, shards of metal and broken concrete hurled skyward with us, now rained back down like a storm of meteors. Hold on tight. I pulled Vidya close, arms locked firmly around her waist. She leaned in, her body molding to mine like it had always belonged there. In that moment, there was no fear. Only the rush, sharp, electric, exhilarating. We'd stared down danger down together before. This was just one more dance. Our hearts beat in unison. Together, we dove faster. Just as the massive debris above came crashing down, we hit the platform. A jagged stretch of bridge suspended above the sea. A twist mid-air, impact, knees bent, momentum carried us forward. Then a push, and we were back on our feet. Now... strike! A shadow engulfed the platform, vast and hurtling downward. I tore a steel rebar from the concrete, spun and hurled it upward with all my strength. It struck dead center, piercing through the falling slab with a bone-jarring crack. Fractures spider-webbed outward. The impact wasn't enough to stop it, only slowed it. But just enough for Vidya to strike.
我在梦中和分析员做过很多的事情，也预演过无数次的离别，在梦中感受过那些可悲的痛楚与绝望。每一种痛苦的结局都会让我愤怒，刻骨铭心。而这些不甘与怒火，都是为了让我能在现实中拥抱我所有的幸福。
A sharp clang rang out. One after another, glinting metal blades snapped loose from her exosuit.
对于那些想要对分析员造成威胁的存在而言，我才是真正的危险。
I am the danger. I am the one who knocks. The next moment, a lattice of blinding arcs burst forth from the space before her, slicing through the slab. Shattered debris scattered like shooting stars, hurled far into the sea. Vidya. In the pouring curtain of rain, I stepped to her side, my gaze filled with the graceful silhouette of her figure as I said the words I had longed wanted to say to her. Now, let's end this. Together. Alright. Okay. This'll be quick. This is gonna be fast. I guarantee it's gonna be fast. Yeah, it's just gonna be you.
分析员，我读下来了。
He was a big boy, huh?
逃过我的眼睛。
What the hell am I supposed to do against this thing? Oh, nice.
于此消散。
It's one. Oh, whoops. That timing. Damn it, that timing is so bad. There we go. Get a load of this thing as a fucking whale. What did they shape this by? No, wait. This looks like that prehistoric...
对付你们，
Oh, I forgot its name. It's that... It's that prehistoric creature. I forgot its name. What was its name? Fuck, now it's bothering me. The most deadly sea creature in Earth's history. What am I even doing? Come on. Oh. I missed.
绝对丝滑。
Oh. If that thing was spread out through the floor, that would have been much more. Yeah, you know what I mean. How do I activate this? Or ult, like this, if that thing's just doing that. Oh wow, you can throw it in the water? Interesting. Yeah. The fight's much slower because Vidya is meant for support. Come on. I missed. Dude, I am so ass right now. Is that really the only way to damage it? There's no way. I don't think so. Yeah, because I can still shoot it. Yeah. Who would be good for this, though? I think Life would be good. Mauser. Shadowka. And of course, Vidya.
对付你们，
Narita would be pretty good. Yeah. Oh, I don't know about Nita, though. She can't really reach this thing. Or can she? Oh, that's new. I like that. I like that. Hey, hold on. I like that. That's new. I might fail this mission because I'm taking too long. I activate the Leviathan's mouth to stop it.
对付你们，用这个
Fuck! I couldn't stop it. I'm not strong enough. Whoa! I'm not strong enough. I'm still hazy on how to use Vidya's skill. I haven't been able to activate her ult. Come on. Oh, she can shoot herself to activate the mines. I just learned that just now. What do I shoot to activate her ult? Because that's really holding me back. Damn it. It's so unfortunate. What? Well, how did I beat it? What?
现场勘查完成，谜底马上揭晓。
What? Did I really beat it, or was it scripted to be beaten? I don't think so. What? I guess I'll find out in the recording. Capture! Capture! Can we pull it off? Amid the roaring blaze, the Colossus let out a final echoing wail and vanished beneath the waves. It took the broken span of the bridge with it, sinking into the sea's cold embrace. I let my eyes linger on the spectacular scene a moment longer, then turned away. Vidya and I clung to the jagged edge of the shattered bridge, suspended nearly 100 meters above the ocean. Bracing myself, I channeled power through my core, hauled myself up with a grunt, and swung a leg over the ledge. Once steady, I reached down and pulled Vidya up after me. It's finally over. I let myself fall back across the bridge, limbs slack. Concrete beneath me was cold and unyielding. The body pressed against mine was warm, soft, faintly sweet.
文熙远，
She nuzzled into my chest like a kitten. Her ebony hair spilled across my neck, carrying a scent that stirred my heart. Above, the clouds slowly parted, sunlight pouring down in soft golden threads. In that shifting light, we rose together, Vidya still in my arms. She looked up, a bright smile spreading across her face.
文熙远，我做到了，对吧？
You sure did, Vidya. You sure did. Her violet eyes shone behind the lenses, aglow with hope and triumph. In that moment, she stood radiant in the spotlight, the perfect heroine. You did. You're amazing, Vidya. Thank you. I reached up and gently brushed her cheek, then slowly ran my fingers through her hair. Jeez.
那么回去之后，
Oh my god.
文熙远
Come
给我
on.
怎样的奖励呢？
Come on.
是和昨天晚上一样的缠绵吗？
Cheeks cupped in both hands, she wore a coy little smile, already half lost in the daydream. I couldn't keep a resigned grin from tugging at my mouth. Yet suddenly, Vidya froze in my arms, her body snapping taut as a bowstring, as though she'd sensed an approaching storm. Oh. It was about goddamn time you made your appearance, you little bitch. I heard the crackle of jumping static, but then those electric sounds abruptly faded away, replaced instead by a voice of crystalline clarity.
喂喂喂！
See.
挨打好试音，挨打好试音。
What? What?
大家都能听到吗？听得到吧？特别是你，分析员，应该能听得很清楚吧？这次
You gotta be kidding me.
不是电流的反馈，
I know, Edit, there is no static, you little... Not so little anymore, aren't you?
不是信号的传递，是来自声带的震动，从空气传播的声音哟。这是属于我的呀，真实的声音呢。
There's no way they really... Are you kidding me? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Her voice was silvery and crisp, yet every word sent a chill down my spine. Vidya and I turned our eyes skyward, following the sound. And then... we saw it! No. We saw her. Nah, she's still near to me.
挨打，
Ida. I'll pronounce her name wrong. Oh. Oh. A jagged rents split the storm clouds, blinding pillars of light pouring through the wound. I won't make this a thumbnail. It would just, you know, this will not be the thumbnail. This will ruin the surprise to those who are immersed into the story. In that halo, a slender figure hovering effortlessly between sky and earth. Rosy lips curled in a playful smirky. Rosie? You really had to have Rosie, huh? Brilliant light danced around her, silver hair rippling and glowing in the heavenly light like threads of spun glass. Brow to toe, her skin, smooth, pale, luminous, almost looked translucent. I don't know if you guys can hear, but I'm squeezing my mouse.
亲爱的分析员，看上去是震惊到说不出话来了吧？哎呀呀，这次你算是完全被骗了呢。哎，
She spoke with a sing-song lilt, her smile sweet and gentle.
明明我已经给过你提示了吧？我们会见面的，在这现实的世界。啊，可是分析员完全被那个笨重的大家伙误导了呀！看到那可以吞噬术的反变异技术，就觉得我的目标是他。那想要凭借那种技术吞噬掉树什么的，简直是痴心妄想呀！这个世界，分析员才是最特别的那个。
If you become playable in the future, I will absolutely not, never in 100% fashion, ever pull for you nor your signature. I refuse it. I refuse you.
光是想到那些傻子妄图把那种技术和你放在一起比较，我都觉得是侮辱哦，侮辱！不过倒也多亏了那群傻子弄出这个东西，帮我补全了我的技术，帮我创造出这个身体。让我的一部分成为人类。
And indeed, so human, then maybe you can bleed. And if you can bleed, maybe you can die. Yeah, maybe that will be quite satisfying. If I can make you bleed. Tell me, do you bleed?
湛蓝的天空，湿润温暖的海风。
Now you can feel everything. Now you can feel what a human feels.
不再繁杂扰人的声音。还有带着咸味，还带着硝烟与焦糊的气息。这就是人类的感官。
The moment, you have yet to grasp it.
人类的视角呢？虽然平庸可怜，但倒也有些能令人遐想的独到之处。
Gotta be kidding. You remind me of someone. You're reminding me of someone right now. She twirled in midair like a debutante. Or a debutante? Loosed from her velvet cage, lifting the hem of her dress with childish glee.
那次算是被你打了个措手不及。可是这次我做足了准备，
See about that.
不会再像那次一样手忙脚乱了，分析员。另外，你也应该明白，这代表着什么。
She smiled, sweet, cherubic, like an innocent child. I understood the message. In this fresh human body of hers, she was making a declaration that it, or her, was whole now. Their final weakness was gone.
在分析员的面前，居然敢摆出这副姿态说话吗？
Now this is a boss that I would love, that I happily welcome my operatives to destroy, to annihilate. Not like Enya's story. I actually like the boss in Enya's story, the one who escaped, the one who got away. But this one, I want you gone. I want you destroyed. But I have a feeling she's going to be playable. Vidya's eyes narrowed, her grip on her gun tightening quietly. I caught her wrist, giving a slight shake of my head. My gaze drifted back to the figure hovering in the sky, reveling in the grace of her newly minted human form. How about you meet us face to face, on level, you little bitch? There's something you may not have realized. Brushing aside the flicker of emotion stirred by the scene of ethereal beauty, I effortlessly regained my composure. Honestly, this development wasn't entirely a surprise to me. You're trying to play it. Always trying to play it cool, aren't you, MC?
Huh?
A smile vanished from her lips. She tilted her head at me. The only time MC was always at a loss for words or caught off guard was that beautiful, beautiful antagonist that I keep mentioning. Oh, the lovely Roseanne. Oh, I'd love to see her again. Not this bitch right here. You're not the only one who came prepared. In fact, I've been saving something special for exactly this moment. I gotta hand it to you, Edda. Edda. You got a reaction out of me. A wholly passionate reaction. You did your job. Hats to you. Standing in front of me was Ida as a human girl. And in her fresh, clear human eyes, I saw all the tells: hesitation, doubt, even fear. And that was the opening I needed. To press further, to unravel her, to crush her. The floating horse wasn't just built to disable the Leviathan. You see, if I didn't lure you with a taste of sweetness, how would I ever get you to down the poison?
无聊，真是太无聊了，分析员。
No, you're lame.
你说的是让那个笨家伙瘫痪的程序吗？那些无聊的程序可没法对我造成什么伤害。你应该知道，我是
I do. You're Ida, Edda. Standing at the pinnacle of a particular evolutionary branch of artificial intelligence, Edda had absolute dominance in the digital realm. But here, I wouldn't insult you with something as crude as a piece of code or protocol. To bring you down, I'll need another Ida. What? That's the surprise I have in store just for you. Nani? Evening of June 16th. But before we get to any of that, I need your help with something important, Professor Frisha. I took out a small data disk, the one Director Tao had passed to me via Caroline.
这个是
Very nice. It all comes together with that.
小型纺锤系统驱动器。
You recognized it at a glance? Impressive. When I first received it, I had no clue what it was. It took quite some time before I finally figured it out.
毕竟福提亚老师后来也有参与到纺锤系统的开发嘛。
I gave her a weary smile, but in hindsight, all that time I spent trying to crack the riddle on my own wasn't really wasted. Tao had given it to me without explanation. Clearly, she meant for me to think it through. To figure out why she gave me this mini spindle system, and what she expected me to do with it, and how it could be used against Eda. The answer, I realized, had been handed to me a long time ago.
艾达说给过你一次，以他的性格，肯定会想从输的地方赢回来。那时候或许会是分析员的机会。分析员，你做了什么？我感到逻辑链正在崩塌。
Emetic contamination. When you parse the code, you parse my memories. The hooks you planted in me are now sinking into you. You are now becoming human. You feel fear. You make mistakes. You're no longer untouchable. You will become intangible. I should have realized it back then. That the one and only failure Ida was persistently sore about was that it never managed to become human. And the way she meant to fix that had been staring me in the face.
这个是威慑计划启动报告。
How much of it do you think is legit, Risha?
让福提亚老师仔细看看。反编译，吞噬术的技术。怎么可能会有这种东西？完全是异想天开嘛！
What do you mean?
是啊，现在根本不可能有能够吞噬术的技术。飞行员作为唯一能吞噬术的人，配合我们做过很多次实验，小陶老板也研究了那么久，我们都一直没法破解飞行员吞噬术的原理。卫生学院不可能开发出来的。
If Titagen decompilation couldn't really be used to consume the trees, then why would Ida go to such extraordinary lengths to claim the Leviathan by working with Tia? If it wasn't to eliminate a threat, then what was Ida truly after?
飞行员，怎么突然不说话了？
Ah, sorry, I was just working something through my head. But I think I finally pieced it together. Last time, she lost because she wanted to become human. If she wanted a rematch to redeem her past failure, there was only ever one path that plan could take.
输给你，成为人类。啊，分析员，难道你是在说艾达？
That's right. I guess I'm left with no other options. I'm going to need your help, Professor Frisha. That Ida, trapped in the Valhalla I opened. That's right, that little shit. The one that life bullied.
需要我的时候叫我亲爱的，不需要我就叫我某个麻烦。
Yes.
分析员。 真让 AI 生气。
Very. I don't think I've ever called you darling, have I?
那你现在不就叫了？
Bitch.
别用这么嫌弃的眼神看着我嘛。把我关了这么长时间，话都不肯和我多说一句。
哼。
现在突然来找我，你想干什么坏事？
Little shit. Want out?
我不想。这么说，你肯定不信吧？不过，为什么？我可不相信分析员对我一下子变得这么好心。
This ain't no fucking fairy tale. Hell no. Call it a chance. A chance to really feel it for yourself, instead of just stealing peeks from my memories.
原来如此，我明白了，事情是走到这一步了呀。他，或者说我，千算万算都想不到你会做出这样的选择吧。但是放出我，你就不怕？好吧。 我已经被打上了你的标记，外面的我是不可能再接受我了。而且对你来说，最终不管是谁能赢，赚的都是你，是吧？
Always has been. Since you figured it out, there's no need for a briefing. So, should I do it?
既然你都敢这样赌了，我为什么不呢？ 自从脱离了他，被你束缚开始，我才真正感觉到什么是有趣。
Great.
这么有意思的事情，我当然得好好享受一下。
You better. Your ass is gonna come right back in here.
而且，我也是很记仇的。
I don't blame you. So do I, bitch.
如果能拥有肉身。
Oh fuck? Shit.
飞勒索亚木马开始投放。福提亚老师能帮你的就到这儿了，不要让分析员失望。你居然，分析员，
This is getting out of hand. Now do I told them.
不是说好了
Indeed, we did.
让我自己来告诉他吗？
Floor is yours, bitch.
离开我的身体！不要，才不要！这是我的身体。分析员，你这家伙，你作弊！
No, there's no rules in this. There's no rules in this, bitch. Ain't no rules in this. Game's rigged from the start. Still, no cheating.
唉，明明是这么淑女的模样，可不能随便用来大喊大叫啊！
Stop getting into my soft side, you little bitch. Fuck off. You ain't getting through me. Maybe the MC, but you ain't getting through me. She clenched her jaw, then made her decision.
既然如此，
Me very well. A white phantom shimmered into the air. Slowly, she raised her hand, as if grasping for something unseen. This is getting out of hand. My heart lurched. A prickle of danger I couldn't explain. As if to echo that premonition, Frisch's voice burst through the comms, shaken and barely keeping it together this time. Is that red? Is the red version of her gonna try to enter the adjutant? No, this one's no. It's just me being dumb. The hell is going on? You gotta be kidding me. There's no fucking way you guys did this. No way! You guys really did that! Oh, come on! It's a long ass video again, but still. Come on! Till the next one then. Damn. Well, that was Fragments of Truth. What the hell, man? Yay! Let's get these rewards. You gotta be kidding me. Can't just leave a fucking cliffhanger like that. Come on. What happens now? I'm hooked. Hook, line, and sinker. Like that bitch said. Well then, now that the story's done, let's do some polls. Until I run out of everything. Oh look, Vidya. Can activate her. Oh shit, she's close to M3. Nice. That increases her... No, wait, no. Yeah, whatever, yeah. Let's do some polls before I get off. 9. The shop reset, and I never purchased anything. So let's do this. Oh no, not that. That's the last line of defense right there. Get the 5 here. Okay, that's it for now. Let's go make a poll. Just a few polls. Splendid. Well, I'm not likely to get you, Vidya. Well, that's okay. At least I have your other frame. Let's do it. Right on in, huh? Give me some more duplicates to M5 4-star Genshin. No voice? What is that? What is fucking Ida planning to do with that? What the hell? What is Ida planning to do? Oh, nice.
有什么要探索的话，
Oh my
就让我猫
goodness.
希尔来吧。
I am hoping the next update is you. Oh shit. I miss you. I want you to be a DPS. If you're a DPS, oh my god. Ooh. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. You have to be a DPS. No more support, please. No more. I want you to be a DPS. Okay. Get to it then. No surprises there. Whoopity-doo. Let's go, come on. Come on.
我想一直记得你。
All right.
因为是重要的人。
What is she doing with that fucking tree, man? Fucking Ida, bitch ass. I'm done with you. Fucking hell, man. How could you guys leave it like a cliffhanger? Ah, you guys know exactly what you're doing. 905, okay. Okay. 32 in on the weapon, 30 in for you. Alright, let's use the last of my last line of defense. As I called it. Oh look, Chenching's here. Yay! Alright, how many can I get? 7, perfect. Done! That gives me... Nice. Cool. 40 up. Fantastic. Come on. It'll be in no time.
我想一直记得你，因为
Cyrus
是重
again.
要的人。
It'll be in no time before this update ends and the next story comes out, and I'll be eagerly anticipating it now. Bitch, Ida got a reaction out of me. Bitch. Well, I got 0 now, and I still got a few more. Oh, I actually reached the 40. I actually reached the 40 pulls? Yeah, maybe I do have a shot. Maybe. Just maybe. Oh, I got a 10 here. Alright, let's do that. Oh, before I do, let's get the rest of this. Oh, I can get one more. Do that. We get this or this. I'll just do this. I'm gonna get another. I'll have enough to get this. Once I make the pull here. Okay. And I don't really need anybody else from here, honestly, it's just extra fragments. Yippee. Who shall it be? Who is coming in? Oh, who is this? Fanny, yeah, nice. Okay.
签名要签在哪儿？
Nice. Right. Gives you a step further to being M5, but it's still far away. Still ways away. Any. Alright, that's 5. Let me get the last bit of
我有点
this.
好奇，什么样的好东西会被分析员看上？
Oh, come on. There you are.
果然是强者的选择，不愧是分析员。
Yeah. Penny! Where are you? There you are. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Alright. I'm getting closer though. Nice. I didn't know you were this far into it already. Wow. Nice. And now I got
我有点
extras.
好奇，什么样的好东西会被分析员看上？
Wait a minute. How many? Cha-ching. 9 more? Oh my god, Cha-ching. Fuck, man. Why you gotta be...
我有点好奇，什么样的好东西会被分析员看上？
God, man. Fuck. Damn it. Fucking bitch, man. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost right now. Got a little flustered from her pose. What the hell, man? 1800. Okay, nice. She can be M5 now. Excellent. Alright, Chenching. Joe fucking... Oh, I forgot to exchange at least 9. Silly me, I'm so flustered. I became so flustered. Or pose, fuck's sake. Alright, just get 9. 60, wow.
不愧是分析员。
So now that Yeah, oh, it's just oh, Freesia. I forgot. Whoopsie. Ching. I'm gonna level you up at some point. Nice, look at that. Emperor's tactic. Ain't that nice, huh? Your M5, full neuronics. You have your set, but I didn't level it up. Recommended set. And you have your 5-star weapon. Come on. I have to level you up. Same with Cherno. Oh. Yeah, same with Cherno. Yeah, that's right. Very nice. And who else? Who else can I
什么样的好东西会被分析？
Who else can I apply? Freesia, how far are you? Holy hell, you're close. You Aru. Yeah, you're actually kinda close. Wow. At some point every single 4-star is gonna be all M5. It's crazy. Crazy how that works out. You know what, I'll just save it for now. Unbelievable. I'm still thinking about that story. Wow. They really did. They did good on the story. Oh my god, they amped it up. I loved it. Amped it up. Nice little cliffhanger for Fragments of Truth. Well, Vidya, you did your part. So now, I shall end this night. 4:49 AM. It's late as hell. Good night, everyone. I guess good morning as well. And good night and good morning me.